link is complete.
Thank you so much. Okay, looks like it's coming on, so the display is in good shape so far. Yeah. Now once we have it so that it turns on, we'll power it down before we do a little bit more cleaning up.
Oh.
Let's see here. This, from my angle.
You're talking to just leave it on the charger for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be collecting, this, I think it's 275 on this one.
What do you believe? What do you think?
Perfect.
OCD for sure.
It's actually a pretty fancy phone. Google Pixel 3A or 4A.
Yeah.
Okay, power down. 301-820-0196, comma, display connected and attempting to power down so that we can surface prep the panel for better adhesion, period.
Do you know when the last time it was turned on?
Okay, yeah. Did you get a chance to write down the NNDS already on here?
Well,
Before you started? Oh yeah, you did right there. I think that's searchable. So let's search 0196.
How it broke, when it broke.
0196.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's searchable.
Wait, was it that one? Oh no, that was the receipt.
Yeah, it's not under
Okay.
Emily. So might have to type it up. Yeah, thank you. I apologize for the delay. I'll look into this for you, okay, sir? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll address this one first because it looks like it's newer and has a home button. And you said the data is not critical on it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's good to know. Mostly image is blacked out, it looks like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have you gotten it to make any sounds or anything like that? Or like
Not that I recall.
Okay.
I think when I tried to do it through the iTunes reset, it was recognizing it, but it wouldn't let me do anything because I didn't have a code.
Ah, okay. All right. Let me go ahead and perform a quick assessment as well too. Okay, sir? All right. Rear device looks like it's in fair condition. Rear camera lens does not appear to be fractured. Charge port is fitting snug and secure. Electrical scan is responding at 1.10 amps. Home button appears to have positive tactile feedback. Power button, volume down button has positive tactile feedback, but the volume up button just doesn't really respond mechanically. It's been a few minutes since we've had it plugged into our electrical scanner, and there's no indicators present on this iPad. The iPad model designation is A1823. Symptoms are that it doesn't seem to be responding or turning on, even though the screen doesn't appear to be cracked. Looks like the screen protector is cracked, but underneath it does not appear to be fractured. And how long has this been going on like this for, sir?
I don't recall.
Probably, you say about 6 months, a year?
Year more.
More than a year? Okay. So you're just trying to...
See if it's worth fixing.
I see. And is it for you or is it for your kids?
Well, actually, I was going to give it back to my wife's business because I think one of her employees needed to run a program on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe. If not, we'll just...
Yeah.
This may not be worth it.
Yeah. When the iPads are, especially this particular model, it's compatible with Square, so it's pretty well sought after. This one might be worth it. This one may not be. I'll
Yeah,
give
that thing's more than probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
It's my mother. She passed away 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Uh huh.
I would say, I don't know if you've got tempered glass, but this one we have here, it has actually like a silicone barrier around it. It's pretty new. It's one, and I haven't seen them before. They're only on the 12, 13s series. So I've had this one on for usually my going record's like 6 months or so. And it's can get chipped or damaged, but this one's lasted a good while. My goal was, I had an 11 Pro before this one, so my goal is to kind of make this one last a good while, like one of my old original iPhones. iPhone 7, iPhone 8, my track record wasn't really long. After 2 years or so, it started having an issue.
A few more minutes. Apologize for the delay. Yeah, I always have to, the challenge is try to determine what the problem is within the shortest period of time, So the best course of action on this one is to, I'd say open it up to look further. I don't see anything that's obvious on the outside. It looks, for me, it looks like initially it looks cracked, but it's on closer inspection, it's the crack is on the glass screen protector rather than the display level. And also because it's not emitting any sort of audible feedback, I feel that something's going on deeper than just on the outside. So I'll need to open it up to see what may be going on, get a better idea what else it may need. So
How much you thinking?
yeah, I'm thinking to get inside of it and just to look to see what it may need. I'll get an estimate of $89.
Okay.
And after that, we can determine if it's still worth it to pursue or not.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, I'll ask my friend Mr. Brad to draft up a ticket on that one. It does take a little bit of time to open that one because it's
Sounds
not
good.
the usual bottom two screws.
All right. And I'll take this ticket out and throw it away.
Yeah, this one over here, I don't think so. It's one, it's cracked, and two, it's like
old.
an older generation. Yeah, you said it's from your mom that passed away over there, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe if anything, you'd probably want to repair this for sentimental value, but
Not really.
No. Yeah.
No, I gave it to her a long, long time ago so she could play solitaire.
Oh, just for the sake of solitaire, huh?
That case is for this one.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, that case is for that one. Okay, sure.
Should we recycle this?
If you like.
Would you like us to recycle it?
That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah. I appreciate your patience on that. Some repairs that come in, boom. It's like within
Yeah.
3 minutes you're able to spot it out. But some, it's like,
Right.
got to look deeper into it.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes, ma'am.
let's just take a look at this one just to see if it's ready for DC.
Yep.
It seemed like it was super glue. I mean, just even like the white residue and stuff like that. It just looks.
Oh yeah, super glued before. Huh? Wow.
It's not really flush or clean.
Well, yeah, that one's gonna make it a lot more challenging to surface prep. Yeah, this one's got repaired at another facility, and they use super glue. So now it's like when you try to resurface it, the surface isn't going to be a flat. So it's like now we have to scrape off the super glue. Yeah, you ever done any sort of what kind of work do you do?
I'm retired.
Yeah, what did you do before though?
I was a police officer.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Police lieutenant for 32 years.
For which county?
Fairfax County.
Okay, all the way out there. Yeah. You're probably the second one from Fairfax. There's a lady police officer that used to serve for Fairfax. She's probably in her mid-50s, I think. Yeah. Yeah. But
Yep, all done with that.
all retired now, huh?
Yeah.
Got to enjoy a little bit of life too,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think Mr. Brad, did you have a draft up, sir?
Yep.
All right.
After tax, it's $95.39.
Thank you, sir. Oh, frame. Right on time.
Alright, you're all set. I'll get you your tickets, saying we have your device, and you're ready to rock. And then, actually, if you like, I'll put it in here. If you don't mind taking the case,
Okay.
hang on to that while we are working on the device. That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, sir. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trying to think which one is going to be the path of least resistance between the two.
This is so. I just kind of have overheard that this is going to be a birthday gift, right?
Yeah, that's going to be, it's time sensitive, so that's what makes it kind of a little bit challenging.
No, this is just parts for the recycling. It's older than yours.
Time sensitive.
Yeah, sorry.
It is.
Yep, close, but loose to go.
Time sensitive.
Sorry, before I check it.
I'm sorry.
Where were you going to put it before I checked it from your hands?
301-820-0196, comma. Let's shoot for 1 hour, period. Okay, let's see here. Is any other time-sensitive ones lined up besides this one?
This Vinny's.
Vinny's, and then she has to go to. You have to go break at 4, I think.
The gentleman followed up on the iPhone X. That's the other one.
Oh, he picked up on his iPad Mini. The iPad Mini.
No, iPhone X.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one we have a little bit of time. We'll finish up after the birthday one. That one we want to start doing the software. We've already backed up the software. Now we have to clear out the software from our store phone to restore his software onto from his software, his backup onto our store phone, so that we can have Emily begin the motherboard transplant afterwards.
Well, can we just back it up to the computer? Wouldn't that be a little faster?
It's kind of already in the cloud. Yeah, so I usually try to avoid backing up into our local computer because it takes up so much hard drive space.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, if we did it as a regular practice after like the second week, no matter how hard your hard drive is, it's another road bump. Been there, done that, about 6 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think honestly replacing the frame would be ideal.
The faster route.
Maybe not the fastest, but ideal. And the reason I say that is just because if the surface area of it is already bumpy,
Okay.
then putting a layer of adhesive and then putting the screen that surface is smooth.
Okay.
When putting that on there, like my thought process goes to, even if there was just one impact point, because it's not sitting flush from the beginning,
Might crack
it
again.
it would just crack.
Let's do that then. I'll have you
Minor.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you have the tools for this?
Yeah, I think it's this one here.
Okay.
I think. I have to double check.
It's a little loose.
Okay.
See, there's too much play, so it's a little bit risky. It's close, but still not at.
Okay.
We have, I believe, some in here. And if you can find in here, I'll bring out the Master Tech iFixit toolkit. There we go. You didn't, the lieutenant of Fairfax County police officer, huh?
Huh?
Didn't even miss a beat. Didn't even kind of like, hey, why do you guys have body cams on?
I noticed his ring finger. He had the
Hello.
blue stripe.
The blue stripe. Masons.
Masons, like Freemasons?
Freemasons, yeah.
The blue blue stripe.
Okay. Yeah.
Blue line.
Yeah.
I'm not able to find one.
Let's see if I can. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're either too blue or too small.
Well, it's in a decommission pile anyway, so we don't want to take that chance. If it doesn't pop up within 3 seconds, I'll say, better to hop on to the other set of the iFixit tool set. I don't really like using this one because the tool bit sometimes it just gets lost. So it's like all you need is just one bit out of there that's lost, and it'll throw you up for a jam for that. Yeah, it's like setting.
Those are the ones we used at Breaktime.
Yeah, and then if one of them goes out, it'll throw you off for weeks upon weeks. It's like setting the next person up for it's like a booby trap.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, locked away. Say, hey, use it until you get a verbal for me that you can, or
Sure.
if I'm not here, you'll make like a WhatsApp picture of it or something, you know. It's not that feasible to purchase like 10 of these kits.
Yeah.
And even if we did, it doesn't solve the problem, you know. Like we had the lots and lots of the pucks, the blue pucks, but it still doesn't solve the problem. Oh, this one must be the case study one.
Please.
3A Excel. I wonder what his wife does for a business. Did any one of you guys catch that during the assessment?
No.
Huh?
Yep.
You did?
No, I didn't
Okay.
catch what she actually did, but
Okay.
that she owned a business.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes we approach it at different angles. Different people come in and casually ask different questions. It's practiced quite a bit over at I'd say the public service. You know, there's good cop and bad cop, right? You know, all of a sudden there's like 3 or 4 people coming in to ask the same person the same question, you know, but at different angles, you know. Good cop, bad cop style. Good cop, bad cop approach towards a former cop. Have you guys ever heard the good cop, bad cop technique?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. First guy comes in, you know, throws a temper tantrum and say, if you don't tell me this right now, you're going to jail, you know. So it stirs a lot of fear into the person. I want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. And then afterwards, the soft-spoken lady comes in and says, oh, don't worry about him. You know, he's just having a bad day. So, you know, tell me what happened that day. You know, and then the person comes out and elicits a little bit more information about the situation, because, you know, there's 2 different approaches upon it. And sometimes people respond well to the bad cop. You know, they may not like the good cop just because they can't relate to the good cop. You know, the calm, soft-spoken lady, you know, sometimes they need a little bit of intimidation. We try not to over here on the clients. But sometimes we do. But even on our worst so-called bad cop approach, it's still very calm, I would say. I think the worst the cop ever got was when you first walked in through that door with the African American gentleman. Yeah, that's about as loud as it gets around here, you know. Doesn't need to get loud. Hello. How are you?
I'm just checking prices.
Yeah, sure.
I just want to know how much it would cost to like fix the front, the back, and the speakers are like popped, I want to say.
Okay.
Like, I can't really.
Let me take a look at it for you.
And I would be coming back another day because I'm like on my break from work, so I just saw that you guys were open here.
Okay. And may I ask where you work at?
Capital Auto Center, a used car dealership.
Okay.
Here by Buckystown Pike, by where AutoZone,
Oh.
the car wash is at.
Oh, the car wash?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just came from there. Got my car wash. Yeah, the blue and yellow one. Or,
Yeah,
Auto Spa Salon or something, yeah.
Yeah, so you basically probably drove like right by my job.
Oh, okay. It's like a white building right next to the road. Is that you said you used car dealership or?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? I'll put in your first name, last name, phone number, email, and I'll take a look at it while you do that. Okay, ma'am? And may I ask how you heard about us?
I'm picking up food right here.
Oh, from Cafe Rio?
Right.
Oh, okay. Great. Appreciate you stopping in to say hi to me and give me a chance to look at your device. How long have you been working at Capital AutoZone or Capital?
I have a year
Okay.
today, actually.
Oh, okay. Happy anniversary for your workplace, huh? It looks like an iPhone XS Max. And let's see here. I'll run a quick assessment on it while you do that, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All right. And what's your name, by the way?
Bianca.
Bianca, or with a V?
With the V, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Usually it's with a B, but yours is special. Device incoming is an iPhone XS Max. How do we know it's an XS Max? There's a stripe over here towards the rear camera. See that near the top? And the back is made out of glass. The front side doesn't have a home button. And the size is larger than my hands. So that makes it an XS Max rather than XS or X. Now, let's go ahead and proceed forward with the assessment. Electrical scanners responding at 1.80 amps. Charge ports fitting snug and secure. Volume down, volume up, volume rocker. Power button has positive tactile feedback. The front of the screen looks like it has fractures throughout the upper left-hand quadrant, upper right-hand quadrant, and actually extends across towards the entire region of the phone as well. Rear side is also fractured. The battery level is approximately 50%, and 2 out of 4 bars of LTE reception from T-Mobile. Today's time is today is 3:16 p.m. and it is February 2nd, Wednesday. I'll go ahead and pause this assessment now, get a price quote for the customer for some of the symptoms that she's experiencing. Okay, and you said that the lower speakerphone has problems too, ma'am? Little issues. Well, what's going on with it now? When you called it, people don't hear you?
No, when I'm on the phone, I can't really hear the person. And like, you know, when I'm watching videos, the volume sounds like really, really low.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and see if you can make an example of it for me. Okay. No, hey, nari, como tu?
Oh, yeah, good. I think say it for you. Yep, you're all set. Thank you.
Yeah, it's at maximum volume right now, and all I hear is a little bit of fuzziness, huh? I see. Now, this is only happening when you're playing this music or other music as well?
With everything, anything that has audio, it sounds like really, really low. And when I'm on the phone too, like I could,
Okay.
like, in order for me to hear really clearly, I would have to have it on my speaker.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with this song, this particular tune. Perhaps you can play like Despacito. Got it?
As soon as it loads, yeah.
Yeah. May take a little bit of time to load just because it's not on a Wi-Fi network. I'll go ahead and try to load it on Wi-Fi so we can test it a little bit easier, faster, okay?
Okay.
It looks like the image is burnt a little bit burned in as well. I see a little bit of pink and hueing in there. Did you notice that yet too?
No.
Yeah, on a white screen I noticed a little bit of pink on your screen. I'll show it to you in a second. Yeah, the LTE isn't as strong out here for T-Mobile, so sometimes the data loads a little bit slower. Okay, but it's connected to our Wi-Fi now, and we'll play a little bit of Despacito. I'm a little bit more familiar with that one, so. Oh, looks like the touch sensor's a little bit off too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Actually, I'll need your help to look that up again. All right, thank you.
These used cars may look identical.
Have to wait for a little bit of.
See how a car's history affects its value.
Have to wait for a little bit of ad to skip, and then we'll play the song. Yeah, I hear it. I'm more familiar with this tune, but it seems a little bit crackled and rattled. Okay. Okay, so speakerphone is either partially damaged, lower speakerphone is partially damaged, or obstructed. So, yeah, it definitely should be louder than this, especially in this tune. Okay, I have enough now to kind of get you an idea as far as pricing goes. I think I'll address the most important one is the front of display first, because the other stuff, I don't know, see if I can get to a white screen to show you.
You could turn off the black screen if you want.
Oh yeah, how do you do that? Yeah,
Okay.
perfect, yeah. So I guess it's a little bit hard to tell on your phone, but towards the top area, it's a little bit pinkish. So a little bit of image burn-in. I guess that just means that you use your phone quite a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get phones and they hardly use it, and then it doesn't even get put to good use, but you've definitely put good use into it. Another thing that I do notice, it doesn't look like the phone's been repaired before, huh?
Yeah,
Okay. And battery level's at 87%, so it's a little bit lower. So you'll notice yourself plugging into the charger more often than usual as well. But we'll address the touch, the screen, and then the touch sensor. As I know, some areas just isn't as responsive, huh? You notice that too?
Yeah, sometimes it does, yeah.
Okay. So we'll address that first and foremost. Yeah, sorry it's taking so long. I usually like to be as thorough as possible, you know. What do you do for your company?
I do a little more of the financing part.
Okay.
For
Yeah,
the in-house.
yeah, that's important.
Definitely.
What type of vehicles do you sell a lot of over there?
We sell more like Hondas and the trucks, the pickup trucks, and the three-liner C's, so like the SUV type of cars. Those are the ones that more sells, like the Ford Explorers, the Highlanders.
Yeah.
More of like the Hispanic community comes in and, you know, they're a big family, so they all look for bigger cars. So,
Yeah. I like the pickup trucks with like crew cabs.
Oh, you know.
Yeah. They're hard to find, huh? The ones that's what a lot of people ask for, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like a pickup truck with like a crew cab.
Yeah. Yeah, now with when we were going through like the little trucks shortage and stuff like that, it was like really hard, and the trucks were really expensive.
But people still bought them because that's
Yes,
what they
did.
wanted. Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So it's a supply and demand thing, you know. Yeah. Okay. Based upon what I see here, ma'am, the screen repair and replacement for this one is $289.
$289. Okay.
And the back side, it doesn't look like it's started to interfere with your phone just yet. So I don't recommend replacing it just yet. Some people like to replace for cosmetics purposes. But if you're using it for yourself and you have a nice cover on it, I presume this is yours?
No.
Oh no? Okay, I thought it was yours. Yeah, if you have a cover on it, you'll never know it's cracked. Mine,
Okay.
yeah, mine is also cracked like this,
Yeah.
and I just have it covered. The only person that knows is myself. You know,
Yeah.
So I would recommend that as far as the backside goes. And the front of the screen is $289, and the speaker I'll have to take a look at it a little bit further once I'm inside to see how we can address that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to write it down on a card for you?
Yeah. Are you guys open over the weekend?
Oh yes, I am. Yeah, it'll be me and
What time do you guys close on the weekend?
I have listed at 6 p.m. But if you need us to stay a little bit longer, we can.
No,
we
I
can
will
accommodate
stop by on like Sunday because that's
Okay.
like my day off. Usually off at 7, so I wouldn't even be able to make it
Okay.
by the time you guys close. So yeah.
Okay. You said around Sunday, huh?
Mhm.
All right. I'll jot that down. Sunday. You said around mid-afternoon. You said. Okay. I'd say give it about like 1.5 hours.
Okay.
My name is Luxie, but most likely Emily will be here too, and she's really good at iPhones as well, so she'll be able to help handle this one as well.
Okay.
I'll just plug it in real quick and just get documentation for it, so this way Emily knows to expect you on the Sunday. What is your phone number again?
202
Uh-huh.
471
4. Uh-huh.
0962.
All right. And that's Bianca?
Yeah, Bianca.
Bianca.
Instead of the C is a K.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Bianca, okay. What country is that from? Or what country are you from?
I'm from Guatemala,
Oh, that's cool.
but the name comes from Italy.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Guatemala is right up there next to Honduras, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Honduras, El Salvador, I believe. Yeah. All right, the ink's a little bit wet, so just be careful with it, but you're good to go. I jotted it down on here, and I also have it on our file as well.
All right. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Bianca. See you on Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Hey, kids. I did not feel good. Huh? I guess I felt progressively worse in the past hour. What's that? I really know it's just me. From Stonewall.
I've forgotten how tough this one was. Google Pixel 3a XL. Didn't realize everything came out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So good, looks like. Now I want to, I guess it was glued onto this frame. Gosh. I was going to say that we can just take it off, but everything is glued there.
Yeah.
And the battery too. Okay, let me help with the battery.
Yeah, I added a little bit of...
There's a logic board at.
It is right there.
Okay. A whole bunch of little doohickeys around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
Still finding you. Press 1 now.
It ain't like the iPhones with the pool tabs, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's some secret technique that somebody else knows about, but I don't know of any other than the heat gun and our special battery tool. Who needs these tools? Just use your thumb, like this. Just kidding. Sometimes you get so excited using tools when all you need is just your thumbs and fingernails. Here it is. There's secret pull tabs here. I guess if you're a special Google Pixel technician, you can know where these pull tabs are, but oh well. Yeah. We'll document and learn as we go along. Yeah. Oh man, I pulled off the pull tab. Now I won't remember it for our team, but I think there's one here. Okay. How can we access that next time? Yeah, doesn't seem very accessible. Oh, there it is. The little black panels here, these are battery pull tabs. And probably up here too, yeah. These little concealed pull tabs for the battery. 1, 2, 3. Oh, jot that down for next time. Hopefully we can document it in our next YouTube stream. Concealed adhesive pull tab for batteries, period. Google Pixel 4a 5G, period. Okay, I'll go ahead and re-fasten adhesive for aftermarket adhesive for Emily while she does her thing over there. Reduce the repair time speed as a team for each other, just so we can get it on time for the client. Oh man, my watch is upside down. It's okay. Read it. I'll switch this blue to green. Make it. Take care. Hopefully it won't drop and crack. Alright. I'll also Emily with removing his film, just like a pro. I knew I was going to, but I figured I'd do it for the team, like think active with each other. Alright, and she working on a frame now. I'll set it off the side. Battery.
Thank you.
Study this. You want to engineer put them on top of this. Over time it'll get compressed and damage the cable. It's just not a good way to channel the RF cable. Sus. That's what I would call suspect engineering. Sus. And at least the charge port looks like it's replaceable, so that's cool. Replaceable charge ports are typically indicative of well thought out engineering. Yeah, but the way they channel these RF cables just doesn't look cute. Looks like an afterthought. There you are. All right, I'm gonna help position your camera just so that it's pointing more towards your tech stuff. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Okay. I'm presuming our store phone is starting to pull his data already?
No.
Okay. This one is
Due tomorrow morning.
due tomorrow morning. Okay.
Which one did you want? Were you gonna use this one?
Yep. Yeah. There goes bye-bye for that iPhone X. Huh? Oh, once we get the motherboard transplanted, we can recover the data on
It's still sitting on your
data. Yeah. You get a little bit more than he bargained for, but he seems like a legitimate client. He's not trying to take advantage of us, so I don't mind giving a little bit extra. One legitimate customer's looking for good service from. Look at that. Cool.
the storage device.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and keep your GoPro running while you're doing it. This way, we can have a running record. It's done. Gotta help lead from the front.
Here you go.
Yeah, mine. Okay.
My GoPro was attached to that one actually.
Yeah. You want to start it before I?
It's attached to that.
Yeah.
To that
It's,
device.
yeah. Start your GoPro. It can stream. It can stream in it.
An
Yeah.
SD card.
It'll stream the internet rather than to. Mhm.
What in the
Huh?
do something?
Because if you it, then can't start your GoPro. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Remember the password for it. Maybe Mr. To erase. Six. Alexa, 18. Excel. So this was then 3A XL rather than the 3A
No.
5G.
Because my buddy had a 4A, I want to say, or no, he had a 5.
Okay.
So like a 4 or 5.
Okay.
Whichever one came out recently.
Okay.
Last summer.
Okay. I guess it was right around that date, June 14th or July, around there. I just don't remember the exact. Did Mr. Nick go over the detail as far as what we kind of the hang went into last night?
Not that I could infer as far as what was going on.
Yeah. There's two of the same part in one box. And the part that we actually needed had the wrong part inside of it. So it kind of embarrassed us for a little bit. Like, we're telling the customer we have it in stock, and when I pulled it out, it's about half an inch, quarter inch smaller than his phone. So client was already kind of a little bit on the and he needed a little bit extra bedside manner, I would say, so and that's a client over here, so he's a little bit more militant, I would say, get your game together type of approach.
Right.
And then when we thought we had our game together, when we went back there to grab the part was half an inch too small, and it was the only part that we had left. So I want to kind of use it as like an example for you to use as reference when you're coaching others, how critical, how important it is to make sure that we have our I's dotted, our T's crossed as far as parts whereabout goes, you know?
Right.
And that particular part itself isn't really a, say, 73-cent part either. It's, when I looked at it, it was like nearly $140 part, so it was a little bit disappointing to see that, the $150 part isn't in there. Instead, there's some other parts. So,
Right. Does the box have any writing on it?
Huh?
Does the box have any writing on it? The box was in?
It was definitely opened before at one time or another because it's missing the foam packaging.
Right.
But it's showing that it's not occurring at the vendor level. It's occurring within our four walls level,
Right.
So we just have to find ways to reduce the chances of that happening. So that way, as more clients walk in, our luck factor increases. It's like, oh, we have it right on time every time. We're within budget. But if we allow those white boxes to still be a big challenge to us, it's we're just going to run into the same stumps over and over again. It's just a matter of it's going to come every 3 months or every 3 weeks. We have to nip it in the bud, I would say. Don't let it continue haunting us. So as you're helping guide your team members,
What's your buddy's phone number?
301?
Yeah.
788? 9074?
looking good. Is it XS Max or an XR? Can't tell.
XS Max. Sorry.
No worries.
Are there any more over there?
I just saw that one. I thought it was the lady's phone cover. Yeah. And as far as the accessory goes, sir, there's three main vendors that we will source from. Oko, actually maybe 5. Oko, My Bad, VoiceCom. What's the other one? It's, from China. That one I just don't remember, but it was kind of like an exclusive source that, if 5 other people around us are able to get the My Bad, VoiceCom, we just have to have stuff that nobody else has. And that's what brings greater value upon us, We have a wide variety, and we also have exclusiveness. Kind of sitting on the edge of like, wow, we get it before anybody else. And it's super hard to order the stuff from overseas in China because you can't really tell the quality and fit until it arrives in here. The shipping and handling is usually about $250 to $300, but it's a calculated risk that the guys in the accessory departments, have studied, and they've ordered in smaller batches, and they're like, okay, even if the shipping is $300, it's necessary because it'll bring in $6,000, $9,000 of sales by the end of the month. What type of phone covers exist like that? It's we just don't know. We just don't know what we don't know. The guys who specialize in the accessories know because they've done the research on it. They're like, man, $9,000 by the end of the month. They're going to be staying up or waking up early or something to do those sort of research. It just needs that level of research, and nobody's going to push them to do it other than oneself. It can't be assigned as like, well, listen, you're going to be employed to be an artist, and you have to come up with masterpiece work within the next 2 hours. It is a science in itself. Just like I do out here day to day on repairs and stuff. Nobody really pushes me to do what I do, create and come up with things, be creative and come up with things the way I do. It's a passion, So the guys who are in accessories, they do that. They're just passionate about it. They know that there's large margin upon it. How do they know? Well, they initially didn't know. I kind of helped guided them into it, help kind of show them, hey, this is where you guys are at right now, making $8, $10 per hour. Here's how you can gradually improve. I don't have the budget to give you what you want today, but here's how you can get to where you want to get to. But it's going to take time, it's going to take effort, it's going to take blood and sweat. So they stayed up with me until 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes they just received the motivational talk, the training, but the research in itself, they are the one who has done it. If I was to do the same amount of research as them into studying the accessories, I can't, because there's not enough time in the week.
Right.
If I'm concentrating on the repair end of the business, and I'm also trying to, have tulip sessions with my zero-turn lawnmower, and, tend to my kids and keep the cash register bills organized, and, help take out the trash. It's just too many hours that need to be consumed. Got to edit the way the website is showing up on the internet, manage the payroll budget. It's just, all these little things are simple in execution, but requires my day-to-day execution. I would rather focus my energy on things in which I feel I'm good at, randomly create things and improve upon system flow. But I find myself getting caught up with so-called the more satisfying jobs, satisfying jobs like, I got to do what's important rather than what's just satisfying. You see me coming in day to day, I just do satisfying jobs, and some of those satisfying jobs you guys are able to do. It's just a matter of being able to recognize, hey, can I do it, and can I contribute in it,
Right.
Crystal was, I asked her to come in today around 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't remember, it's 5 or 9, but yeah, 5, yeah. And don't know if she still can or cannot. We don't know, believe last night when she tried to hop in her car, she was kind of 10 minutes in and started realizing how difficult it is, and had to turn back around. She felt really bad about it and called me to express her thoughts and stuff like that. So I summarized it for the group to see. CPS group. Let's see. PM. Emily, you and Crystal are amongst the best as far as documenting goes. So nice and clear when I see your CPS pictures.
More credit to Crystal. I definitely took her idea.
Yeah. It all the check marks are there, and it just I always coach my guys to say, like, envision me on like a zero-turn lawnmower where both my hands are occupied and I'm holding my phone in one hand and I'm trying to drive my mower and still trying to read your messages, and sometimes it's hard for me to pinch a zoom with just my left hand while I'm holding. When you're driving a zero-turn mower, is like trying to hold on to two steering wheels on a car at one time. So yeah. I wouldn't say it's as complex as flying a helicopter, but just so that our guys can kind of visualize, like, oh, do we want to send our master tech like 200 different pictures for him to scroll through for 20 points that we want to convey to him, or do we want to just give it a single clear shot, that isn't really blurry? So I think you and Crystal really understand that well, and helps. Yeah, it definitely helps, and then I can be more at ease, and the rest of the team can be at ease and say, oh, our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed, and we won't have to worry about the client coming back and saying, hey, you sent the wrong registration card in, so they denied my $300 claim. A little bit hard to see as far as the registration card picture on this one. A little bit blurry from the picture, so here. Usually I just to be on the safe side, I can see the writing. When you type it out, it's 319, and I can see the paper is 920. Wait a second. Phone number 30178-319. Okay, the phone number actually has an error in it on this particular entry. 748. The phone number is missing a 4. So we'll probably have to resubmit that one.
Yeah, probably.
But we have all the pictures necessary to resubmit. Yeah, but that's what these things are for, to allow us to routinely cross-check each other. Better to find out now than to find out a year later or 6 months later.
Definitely.
Do you have that gentleman's iTunes password? His Apple ID and password?
No, I don't.
It's good to go as far as ready to.
It's cleared out?
Yeah.
Okay. This, with the, if we're doing it on a computer, sometimes we need those credentials, and yeah, it's like the more questions we ask, the more it takes away from the magic. I explained that to Emily about how, you know, we make the experience so magical. We try to envision it like we are palm readers, you know. And if we have to ask the question so obvious, like, hey, how old are you again? And they're gonna be like, well, I just told you how old I am. How can you not know? I thought you're a palm reader, you know.
Right.
So that the more we're like able to seem like we're able to get the job done with less I guess the strong word is called interrogation, but you know, we don't want to make it seem like we're interrogating them. Well, you know, it's a casual, quick conversation. We'll get the information in, we'll get the job done. It's almost transparent to them, you know. Okay, this one's ready to clear it out, ready to rock and roll. Transfer directly from iPhone. Let's see if that works too. Continue. Set up later. Passcode. Don't use passcode. Don't use passcode. Transfer directly from iPhone. Set up manually. Transfer directly from iPhone just doesn't work as it says. All right. A little bit of surface area here. I'm finding that I use this cinch spray almost like once per day now. Maybe it's another tool of trade to add. Probably don't need like one per workstation, but it definitely seems to help kind of reduce chances of error. Okay. Do you have an audio, or was it Mr. Brad that spoke to this gentleman, Yusuf? I stepped out for a little bit. Was it Mr. Brad that spoke to him, sir, or was it you? Mr. Brad called.
I thought you spoke.
Brad popped into the door and said that a client was trying to get updates on it.
Oh yeah, he called him today. He answered.
Okay, so Brad answered.
Yep.
Did he capture it in audio by any chance?
No, but the customer called in, so it's on the clear interest.
Okay, I'll ask Brad to. Hey Brad, can you forward that call on over so that I can study it, please?
Which one?
The one for this gentleman,
Yeah.
Yusuf.
Mr. Yusuf.
look, I'm going to be closing it. Do you want to take just a second?
Yeah, please. Thank you. Wait, this is going nice and tight. I almost
That
couldn't.
was pre-assembled.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought
I
it.
wish I was that good.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's the
Yeah.
most tightest I've ever seen an adhesive laid on there by hand. Pre-assembled from the factory, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll also learn that the super glue is not really a real fix. So I've always been coaching that in the past for the past like 6 years now, 6 to 8 years about super glue. Lots of times people will disagree, but now you get a chance to see firsthand that the super glue isn't really the solution. I will, however, advise adding our own adhesive.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like there's some up here.
Yeah, that's like for the microphone or for the speaker. Sorry.
Okay.
For your speaker, I think it's like aligned.
Okay. All right. So I guess we don't. Then it's gotten as much adhesive as it needs.
No.
Hello, my friend.
How's it going?
Yeah. Here, check on the iPad.
Yeah.
iPad Mini 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And yeah, Mr. Nick, if you don't mind showing my friends some nice covers for them as well. You know, I know it's for your son, so I finished that one off. I think around like 8:30 last night, 8:39 p.m. Yeah, he's gonna check on some things for you, Mr. Nick. Run a quick test for you. Well, you work for NASA or you like huh? Oh, you're on a phone call. I'm sorry. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I like one thing I like about you is that you speak your mind. I do normally, but I allow myself to give in a place where I don't. I am. I have started working. But it wasn't for myself, it was for my son.
Oops, sorry. Just wanted to get your angle on it as well too. One of the cleanest repairs that I've seen in a while.
I have a visit tomorrow.
And given the
So I'm about to go home and prepare for
the time frame as well,
and probably
we know
write some more, work on my about me, and what else I'm doing? That's easy because I already almost finished with that. Basically, look at the paper, 'cause I got that outside.
And then those little cover ones there.
Oops.
Oh, it's on.
yeah. Device accidentally powered on during the reassembly process.
I don't think I powered it off. Now that I think about it, I powered it on. I didn't power it off.
Oh, okay.
That was on me.
Oh, when you tested it? Okay.
I didn't power it off.
Finish today, so
It says it's charging that, doesn't it?
Sure. So I have a good like protective case.
Okay.
That has like a clamp.
Yeah,
that
it
goes
does say
on top of it,
charging.
And I also have like our glass screen protector.
Okay.
So I can install both of those for you. Just kind of give an extra protection and put it up there.
Sweet.
Okay.
Your kid's gonna be so happy.
Man, yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
How old is your kitty?
4. It'll be 4 in next month. 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. It'll be
Yeah.
2 months.
Where's that accent from? What area are you from again?
I'm originally from Georgia, but I'm up here. I came here military.
Oh, okay, Army.
Army. Yep.
Oh, okay, Fort. Right here, right.
Military.
No, I was at the White House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do for the White House?
IT work.
Okay, that's cool.
59 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure the glass protector will work with it. A little bit thicker.
Definitely appreciate you giving us a chance to service it. You know, it was a, yeah, it took a good, like a little bit of time to work on it, but I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed
Yeah.
doing things with my hands.
Yeah. I miss it a little bit, not that much though.
But working with your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a niche thing, you know. Sometimes it's for me. You know, honest truth is I'm not really that good at anything else. You know, I know how to do a little bit of everything else, but like you know, like software. If I was to depend on me doing software work, I'd never make it. If it
Yeah.
was depending on me to do like say automotive work, you know, it'd take me forever to try to do stuff that people can get done in like a 15-minute window.
Yeah.
I've seen a transmission get in and out in less than like an hour. Last time I did a transmission, it took me like 2 weeks. You know, so imagine that. You know, it's like it's.
I can do it in a day, but
Yeah.
I can do it in
With
a
the-
day.
but-
You know, I get it. I'm actually. I don't like to start anything unless I'm good at it.
What's that?
I don't like to do anything unless I'm like really good at it.
Oh, yeah. So you've changed a transmission before, so you know.
Yeah.
I've done about like 2 or 3, but shoot, each time I go into it, I'm like, man, I'm thinking, it's just about 6 bolts, you know. You know, when you look at the diagram, you look at it, you're like, yeah, it looks like it's 6 bolts. But when you're underneath the transmission, it's like, you know, you got the 80 pounds on top of your chest and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Brad is
Our
Yeah, just restart
military
it just to
discount,
see.
59.
okay, cool. Yeah, well, we'll put that a retention snap on that.
It'll just be another minute or so, so thank you.
He's installing the tempered glass for you right now. Okay, great.
Yeah, thank you. There's your receipt.
Here you go. Thank you. Of course.
I kind of overheard you.
Where did your name come from?
Oh, you're still on the call with
Oh,
your.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah, right.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, I kind of overheard you.
Johnny anyway.
Yeah. Was that your a new significant other? Or?
It's about to be a new one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. How long have you known her?
I've known her for about 4 years.
Oh, okay.
4 years, but I got married.
Oh. Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
It didn't work, so
Yeah.
starting over.
Starting over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she someone that you met like back in your hometown?
No, I met her when I first moved here. When I first moved up here, she was
Oh.
one of the first people that I met.
Okay.
She was like very helpful,
Uh huh.
very straightforward, and speak her mind, and she helped me speak my mind. You know,
Yeah. That.
real good friend.
That's an important thing, you know, to be around people that allows you to be who you are, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so you know, I've been in relationships where it's like, gosh, you know, it's almost like a virtual prison, almost. You know, you're in my relationship now, so you have to watch what you say, so then you just don't feel happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm not doing that anymore. I know all about that one.
Yeah, it's like you're scrolling through the TV and. You know, if you accidentally scroll to the wrong channel, like, you know, from channel 9 to channel 13 or something, it's like, hey, what are you watching over there? I saw that commercial over there. It showed a little bit of shoulder, and you're like, oh, I can't control what the commercials, you know.
That's a lot.
Then you get yelled at, you know. So it's like, oh, man, I've seen my friends go through that type of relationship, and quite honestly, some guys, they like that. They like that overbearingness. I don't know.
Yeah.
But with me, I like...
There's always somebody for somebody out there.
Yeah. So I can't speak for him. At first I was like, oh man, are you sure you're going to be happy? But yeah, she got hold of that conversation, and there went my friendship with him. He was just, you know, she made that, she asked him to make that executive decision. It's either me or him. And she was like, well, you know, and that's how it is. They've been married ever since, got kids and stuff. And he was a good friend of mine, but, you know, I guess that's what he's happy with, you know. I mean, like you said, each person has their own level of happiness.
Yeah.
For me, I can enjoy a little bit of like flexibility and freedom.
Yeah.
I want to be able to drive down that country road and just, you know, look off into the cornfield or something and like take a deep sigh of relief.
The only thing I care about is being able to do the things that make me happy. If you interfere with those things, then
Yeah.
that's where I draw the line.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like something so basic that makes you happy, but it's not a matter of like what hurts you or what hurts other people or something. It's just like, hey, you just want to gaze off into the stars, and if that makes you happy, you know, it doesn't harm anybody or anything. It takes 30 seconds out of the day, but you know, maybe and I'm just saying, some significant others are like, you know, they don't like seeing you happy unless they're happy first.
Listen,
So
that's why I'm not married no more.
yeah, until you make them happy first. But that's the thing, to make the other person happy is so challenging, because it could start off first with like a little, you know, plain old brown box with like a bow tie on it with nothing, and then they're like, oh man, it's not about what's inside, it's about the gesture. But next thing you know, it's like, you know, you're pulling out the Mercedes-Benz or the Teslas, and you know, nothing quite makes them happy. That's where it starts getting stressful, you know.
I think for me, my thing was before we were together, I had like everything mapped out.
Uh-huh.
How I had a whole plan. I was a single father before she came, and then I had everything planned, and then everything she did was against everything that I had going. So imagine trying to make somebody happy when you're not happy doing what you're doing, because you can't even do your thing anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to make you happy, but you're not working with me.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't even have to make you happy. You should make yourself happy.
Right.
We should share happiness.
Yeah.
And I kind of missed that because I had went through something before we got together, and I kind of like just missed a whole lot of stuff that was going on.
Yeah, the science, the science and practice of happiness is a whole course on it. It's like, it's so tough. It's like, it's so hard to make oneself happy. Now you're you know, under this obligation to make like other people, and you know, that's hard. You know?
I don't do that anymore. That's another thing. If your happiness depends on what I'm doing day to day,
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind. I'm a good guy anyway. I like to do stuff. I like to be romantic. I do all that anyway.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to be your life. You like me being based on that, because if I don't do it, and if I don't do it again, and if I don't do it, like if I just miss the whole month, then that might make you unhappy.
Yeah. That is tough. Super tough. That's why sometimes I abhor some of these, like, it's like holidays that requires like gift giving and stuff like that. I'm like, oh boy, you know. I start disappearing off into like a little shell, and people are like, hey, what happened during this day and that day? Oh, you know. Yeah, because my thought process is like, if you require things to be done or said, that once it's expected, then it doesn't become like a surprise anymore, you know? It's an art of the surprising, and that's what makes people happy. But once it becomes like an expectation, oh man, it's like I ain't got it.
Horrible at giving gifts.
Yeah.
And so I would ask questions, what exactly do you want so I can get it? And that was the wrong answer. I learned to listen different just throughout the day.
Right.
Just hear certain things like, oh, that's cool. I like that. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So you just don't mention it again and just kind of write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and order it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of got good at that one.
Oh yeah, like kind of like
And you need something small, just something just let them know that you were paying attention. You remember. So.
Yeah, it's like a subtle kind of recon type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, through a conversation or two, and next thing you know, it's like, oh gosh, he's able to read my mind. You know,
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I coach my guys here inside here too. I said, hey, you know, it'll be too late by the time you ask them what their favorite color is. If the lady's walking in with red cap, red purse, red socks, red shoes, and she's got an iPhone, and you're like, hey, what kind of phone do you have? You know, what's your favorite color? They're gonna be like, well, you know, doesn't seem like he or she is an astute a person, you know. But if you're like, you know, as she's walking in, you're like, hey, you must be looking for this red cover. She's gonna be like, man, that is what I wanted, you know. So it's an interesting field to be in. What I do over here, I enjoy it so much, like to be able to take care of the customer and just give them that surprise moment, you know, like, wow, how did you know all so well, you know? Yeah, you got to understand your clients all that well. One of my favorite things to do that I'm pretty good at is being able to identify where people's subcultures are at, you know. So there might be like 30 to 50 different regions of Asian culture, Asian places, you know. So if as they walk in, just from hearing the subtle details, I can tell they're from Thailand or, you know, Vietnamese, Cambodia, certain parts of China.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Do you have that in blue?
Which one?
Red?
Oh, that cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Speaking of which,
That's my son's favorite color.
yeah.
It's not important though. I wasn't expecting that anyway, but it actually kind of went in together.
Your 4-year-old son, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
White one?
I mean, no, if you don't have that, then that's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Message.
something that I can, very similar color in red, if like something I can get within the next week or so. Maybe you can just pop back in and just check in. And then maybe we can just do it kind of like an even swap if it's not too damaged. But the biggest thing is it has that, I know he's little, but he'll probably grab onto it. It'll be a good way to keep it protected, and then the glass on top.
Let's see here. What's his phone number? And then I'll try to message him too. Put down his NND. Is that him? That's it right there. Is there one?
Yes. Just.
Just.
So it should be good to go.
Awesome.
Take a couple of our business cards, and if you don't mind, number that you put in for us.
For sure.
We'll go ahead and reach out and send like a link for our Google review.
Okay, cool.
If you can fill that out, it means a ton to us.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate the chat too. It's always enjoyable. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Lexi. be kind of nice to hold as a quick reference for the client to see on this one, huh? Yeah. Like, yeah, we can, and it'll finish up my conversation with him about the small little ruptures underneath. Yeah, so it's a little bit ruptured underneath, and possibly during the follow-up repair visit, or maybe during the initial visit, there was a little bit of adhesive that was used. It looks to me, feels like super glue, and this way, client will be like get an idea like how deep of a level of expertise we get into it, because I called that out originally when he visited. I was like, yeah, the rupture is underneath of your glass rather than on top. That's what's causing your display to go out. And this way he can rest. He can also feel better that if he had taken it to U-Break iFix, chances are they may not even honor it.
Yeah.
Even if it's like they say it's 159. When they see some ruptures like that, that's a really tough one. I don't really know. What if the owner was like, dang, who put super glue on it? It's our fault for putting super glue. We should replace it at our fee. But sometimes the owners don't even know that they're at that level.
That is true.
This was probably repaired 6 months ago, and the owners are probably encouraging, hey, keep using the super glue.
Yeah.
If it gets loose, just put a drop of super glue. How was it at the U-Break iFix that you worked at? Did they get to the point of super glue yet?
No, we never really used super glue, but it was still a matter of like, even if for example, I did something and it was, done incorrectly or whatever the case may be, nobody knew, like,
why it happened, huh?
Like, they couldn't even, there was nobody who could have, like, come up with a solution.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was tough. So, like, it just felt, like, unreliable almost.
Yeah, it's tough. Doing the kind of detective work to try to figure out what may have happened, For me, I find it enjoyable, but I just don't find it fun when it's like, we found the solution, but we don't really take the time to absorb it,
Do you want to keep all 4 of those panels, or do you want to send the cheaper ones back, which are the blue ones? XO7 are the red ones.
What's the cost difference in them? It'd be nice.
100 for the red and like less than 30 for the blue.
I think these are 79, aren't they?
Oh, were they? Check again.
Yeah, 79. The XO7s are the ones we've
They're like
used previously.
Yeah, we just used it on that repair.
XO7, $99 and
79 for the other one.
so about $20 difference.
Right.
And then he paid how much for it?
$259 after his discount, military discount.
Okay. So if we were to
$15 taxes.
So if we were to adhere to our formula that makes it work, it would be $200 margin. It's what we'd like to stick with.
So yeah, this one's $79. And then the red one should be like 99 and some change.
Okay.
$99.34.
One white, one black. We used the black one already, so we got one of these each.
So we don't have a white Mini 5. We don't have any minis right now, Mini 5s.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe just keep 2 of each color, or not 2 of each color, 1 of each color. Just the question is, which set do you want to send back? Is what I'm getting at.
I'll send back the one white one. iPad Mini white, the red label one, because it's the most expensive one. We're basically trading off this one piece for the chance of having like 2 or 3 other pieces of another phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes we might sit on the inventory too long. It's so many pieces. It's good to have them, but we just have to consider the cost.
Trust over it.
Trustor did ring. Oh, 4 o'clock already.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, time flew. I got my watch upside down. Can't even tell it's 4 o'clock. I'm looking at it. Looks like 2. Yeah, grab a break if you don't mind, and afterwards be ready for this motherboard swap.
Okay.
You're actually more efficient than me at this point. When I saw you do the other motherboard swap, I was like, faster in time and
Okay.
Yeah.
probably more precise than me, you know?
Pretty
Thanks.
impressed
Yeah,
with that myself as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually probably gonna run. Yeah.
I wouldn't trust myself to do it. I mean, that's a motherboard. I'll end up I'll lose money because it takes too long.
Was it an 8 or 6S that she did?
She did an 8, I believe.
I did just want to say I brought in some seaweed. I showed Mr. Brad.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
You guys would be intrigued, and I brought
Some goodies.
some cuties.
Oh, I love them.
That's just the seaweed in the
Is that to share with the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you going to head out to grab some food or head
Yeah,
home?
I think I'm just gonna run home real quick. I'm just gonna go grab just food there. I brought a salad, but I don't know. I think I'll leave it here for another day.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm cold. Like my throat feels cold. So
Oh,
I want to get something warm.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll like go and make I don't know, just a can of soup or something. I don't know.
Enjoy.
Just warm.
Yeah.
Just salad's not feeling it.
Yeah. Enjoy. Enjoy.
All right, thank you. I'll be.
Yeah. See you back soon. Yeah. I think I brought some snacks too. Just don't remember. Oh yeah, up there. Didn't make it past the front lobby yet. Did you guys already snack and eat yet? Good. You not yet? So about that time, we should all break together while Mr. Brad's here. And we got 30 minutes left, and then he'll be heading out 5 p.m. Like a well-oiled machine. Everything's like boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna. Luxie breakout 4:30, 1 p.m. Whew. I'm kind of liking our new movement. Breaks and stuff like that. Never thought about it before, but now my body's starting to adapt to it, and I'm like, I can feel my stomach churning right at the 4-hour mark.
Right. Yeah, right around when it, mine normally gets me.
Did you bring anything, or you want to?
Save that banana thing.
I ate it.
I feel like shit. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like crap right now.
I ate it.
Oh, you ate it?
I did, because I saw it. I was like, oh, it's gonna take a while. And there's cuties that she brought, the two little cutie mandarin and seaweed. Half a bagel. These are always good.
I don't want to touch my hand.
Okay. poured out some napkins.
I feel nauseous and feel crappy. Oh, is it?
Hi there, bud. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you too.
You brought a laptop in?
Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything with it today, but I actually wanted to show you some stuff too.
Sure.
I was talking to you about some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Wi-Fi, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That's a fancy looking laptop. I have Mr. Brad punch it in for you.
This
The
is
Wi-Fi.
You don't mind? I was actually trying to show him something.
Right, I'm just gonna grab the Wi-Fi for you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Thank you.
Something for your work or the
Yeah.
Bitcoin?
Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little newer though.
Okay.
That guy got invented in like 2007 or 2008.
Yeah.
I wish I knew about it then.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here you go, sir. I'll pour it into your hands. Brought an
Hello?
extra good dose. Yeah.
Hi there.
You want-
How are you doing? You were inquiring about the TV as well, correct?
Here you go, sir.
I gotta go clean that TV. I forgot.
It's ready whenever you're able to pick it up.
I think tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Scheduled tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. You're speaking of residential, correct? Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put you on a brief hold. Right. Okay. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back with you. So I know the Q-Link's ready. Is the TV ready?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, mid-afternoon.
I said thank you for holding. So the TV will be ready around mid-afternoon tomorrow. As well, if you're in the area, the Q-Link is ready.
This is great too. The kids bring it to me from school. The cranberries.
Grocery store? Oh no, I just put them like that? That's nice.
Yeah.
See, why can't I get like non-brand stuff like that?
You as well. Bye.
Yeah, they come from.
Cheaper. I know nuts.com does stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't have this cranberry liquor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have terrible Wi-Fi.
No worries. And you mind if you show me some stuff for your what's it, Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, I was trying to load the site. It's just not loading. But if you have
Yeah.
a computer, I could pull it up on.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to wrap up some stuff over there. You think we can try to hit
yeah,
it back
sorry.
maybe like 5 o'clock or something like that?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be perfect. Yeah.
Mhm. That way I can give you some more like a little bit more attention onto it, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, honestly, I just started doing this in the area, and this is the first place I thought to stop by.
Cool.
Because it's honestly like, it has an ROI on Bitcoin versus Hex and Ethereum versus Hex. So it'll show you, it'll graph it out how it's
Oh.
been performing. And it's been
Okay.
outperforming both of them.
Yeah, I'll take about like 5-10 minutes to look at it. Right around 5 p.m.
Fine. All right. Sweet.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you so
bud.
much. I appreciate it.
I'll see you now. So,
Is he bringing the license for sale?
no, he wants to do a like kind of a sales presentation to me.
Not the crypto, bro.
Wait, what?
Sales presentation of crypto.
Okay, I don't want that in here at 5 o'clock. We're gonna have customers coming in here.
No.
Sorry. I'll tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not loose soliciting. We don't have it on there, but I mean, that doesn't mean.
Well,
I mean,
he bought from us before, so I can't really say
he
no
bought
to him.
from us before. I've never seen him in my life.
He did. He got repairs from us.
Did he actually go through with it? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. Who saw him unplug our iPad?
Look, my graphics card, I could run that thing 24/7 and it'll make me probably like $40 a month. So, unless he's got some like multi-million-dollar thing going on, I don't really.
So who saw him unplug our iPad?
Huh?
Which one of us saw him unplug the iPad?
Did he unplug it? I can't remember.
Who did? A harmless gesture, because it's not like it's stealing our tip money from the keyboard. But we should be that hyper aware to the point where if somebody's unplugging our iPad, we should let them know that we're aware.
That gentleman right there unplugged the iPad.
Mm-hmm. And he plugged his phone in.
Well, I mean, he walked in here with his pajama pants on. He was just making himself right at home.
Yeah.
What's
Have
that?
you bought Alibaba yet?
Mm-hmm.
What a great investment. I don't remember her name.
You guys want? It's like,
She's like,
Do
I'm
y'all-
looking corner.
Yeah.
I'll come over here and get the food and she's just right in front of the repair while he's repairing something. She's like,
It's so good.
The rice is spilling inside of it.
no, that's like, I'm expecting that some type of presentation. But watch out, that's a lot of rain. You can get water on your head.
right.
South Park season 25 is good. Don't forget it.
What's going on?
Season premieres tonight.
On Paramount Plus?
It is on Paramount Plus. Yep. I'm pretty sure.
You know what? That guy arrives, he goes, let me tell you a little something about.
Let me tell you a little bit about that. Wonderful, wonderful. It's all about investment and time.
You go like the nursing
Wait
home.
too long and you're too late. If you do it too early, then you jump the gun.
That's like my thermal air circulator talk. Which is actually, there's some truth to it, you know. Wait too long, it's burned. Wait too early, it cracks. So how much heat is enough? Well, I like to apply the heat that comes out of like a Honda Civic SI exhaust pipe, so. No, but that might not be hot enough. Well, I don't want to burn the LCD. Actually, I don't even use a heat gun. I use a heat plate. I don't know. I try to make some time to make some videos and presentation on a heat plate too. Oh, that Google Pixel 3a XL was really nice from Emily. Just seeing it pieced back together and contaminant free, considering the amount of time that was spent, I was like, wow, that was impressive. Oh, Abigail. How to rock a baby to sleep. Step by step with 1, 2, 3 phone doctor. Follow and like for more baby steps. Follow and like for baby steps. For your baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps to the door. Baby steps out of the office. Baby steps. Come on, you guys. Neither of you have seen What About Bob?
Huh?
Neither of you have seen What About Bob? With Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss?
Mm-mm. Oh, she popped up again.
Bob!
Abigail. I thought
You're
the
killing me. You've never seen him with his goals finished. Hold on.
so glad we have this video archive. Thought TikTok deleted it. She'll be a teenager and reviewing this video.
Your wife did not leave you. You left her because she liked you. No, you're saying that maybe I didn't leave her because she liked Bill Diamond, but maybe she left me. Yes. Ow.
Ow!
Ow.
There you go, me coaching the other two guys. You seen this one already, right? Or no? Coaching them how to fly their drone.
For the first time in my life, I feel like there's hope.
And Bill Murray, huh?
Be somebody.
And Richard Dreyfuss.
There's an old saying that the best psychiatrist in the world is the one right inside of you. I can help you. Yes. There is a groundbreaking new book that has just come out. Now, not everything in this book, of course, applies to you. I'm sure that you can see when you see the title exactly how it could help. Baby steps? It means setting small, reasonable goals for yourself, one day at a time. One tiny step at a time. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
For instance, when you leave this office, don't think about everything you have to do in order to get out of the building. Just think of what you must do to get out of this room. And when you
Just one.
deal with that hall, and so forth.
He's bad. When you watch the movie, he's like, they can't even leave his house.
Baby steps. Oh boy. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps through the office. Baby steps out the door.
It's working.
It worked. It worked. All I'm left to do is take one little step at a time.
It's heights. He's like, ooh.
The office. Baby step around the office. That should give you a lot to digest while I'm on vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation? I'm taking my family on vacation until Labor Day.
What if I need to call you?
That's a month.
That's a month.
What if I need you? What if I need to talk? Well, my associate, Dr. Harmon, will be happy to talk. And Bob, I'll be back. Just a few baby steps. Baby steps to the hall. Very good, Bob. Keep going.
He calls like the 911 emergency. He's like, I gotta talk to Marvin, please. I gotta talk to Marvin. He screams when he gets in the elevator because he can't deal with claustrophobia.
Step onto the elevator.
He just wasn't his friend.
I'm in the elevator. Bill the usual rate for the.
He's like, I can't do it. Alright. Bill Murray calling emergency hotline. He's like, I can't. Yeah. He like crying and stuff, making up all these things.
Manhattan Exchange.
Yes, this is Bob Wiley. I'm a patient of Dr. Marvin's. I have to speak with him right away. It's urgent.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wiley, but Dr. Marvin's
It's
out of...
Bob. And you are?
Betty.
Betty. Hi.
Bob, Dr. Marvin's out of town and Dr. Harmon's taking his calls.
Know that.
I know that, Betty. It's just that there's been some confusion. I was supposed to call Dr. Marvin, but I've lost his phone number.
Bob,
Doesn't give out his
I
phone
can't
number.
give out.
I know that, Betty. But you could call him on the other line and tell him that I'm on hold on the other line. Could you please? Thanks, Betty, please.
Bob, stop calling me. And then he shows up to the house. Basically,
How does he get there?
he figures it out. You know,
Baby steps?
he baby stepped onto the bus. They took the bus. He takes the bus all the way to Lake Winnipesaukee, and then he gets to like the convenience store, and he talks about his favorite amazing doctor, Dr. Marvin, and they're like, "Oh, I hate that guy. The guy that owns the stuff across the river. He owns the big house." Blah 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 blah. So like, we'll tell you where he lives. We'll take you right to him. Like they don't care. They drop him off right on his porch.
You realize he's like,
Yeah, so like Good Morning America comes and does like a interview of him and his book, and he like ruins it. It's pretty funny. So at the end of the movie, basically, Bill Murray and his personality, and he makes the psychiatrist Richard Dreyfuss go crazy because of how crazy. He is. But that's pretty funny. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps out of the I'll take you right to him. Is that I hate that son of a bitch. Convenience store. What about? Oh gosh. He's like, what? He's like breathing heavy. Yeah, they're like kicking him off.
Is this a blackout?
No.
This is very flame.
All your problems, and you know why.
You're on vacation.
Exactly. What I can do is this.
Pills I already have?
This is not pills.
This is a prescription for your problems. That's what he put. It's a prescription for my
It says,
take a vacation from my problems.
from my problem.
Giving you permission.
I'm giving you permission to take advantage of your problems and do them on your own. Oh my god. You're missing out on that one. That's a good movie. I feel a little bit better. I'm not as nauseous as I was about an hour ago. But holy moly.
Just needed some potato,
I needed some potatoes.
yeah, or peanuts or mixed nuts. That
Whatever.
was sweet.
Mini potatoes. Those things were huge. I don't think those were peanuts. I don't know what those nuts were, but they were like, looked like mini potatoes.
Yeah. Hey there, Miss Brad. Did you pause that on purpose?
No,
Right,
I don't even have anything like that.
right when Lysandra walks in, she's like, yeah,
DeQuavius.
right.
Did you see about Whoopi Goldberg? She said something about the Holocaust. She got reamed.
Did she?
Yeah.
What did she say about
She
that?
said it wasn't about race. She said it was about a man. Basically, she was saying it was a problem with Hitler. It wasn't a really race-related issue or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well.
That's she's right actually. These guys they use what people they're using what's being even used today in today's trends. You know, it's like what's trending. So Hitler was just a mastermind of what's trending. What does the majority look like? If they look like white folks, then hey, we all white here for a reason, right? If he was leading a nation of predominantly black folks, he might be like, hey, we're a nation of, similar breed, similar kind. We have to focus on, team effort. It would have been a different pitch. So it's not a matter of race. It's a matter of like mind control using, similarities.
Propaganda.
Master of like trending, trends. What do people like at that time? Well, if they like Pokemon, all of a sudden his flag is like a Pokemon card and people just follow him like, oh, Pokemon. And people just think the swastika and now it's like a racist symbol. But, what if he flies a Pokemon? Oh man, Pokemon symbol is racism. It's whoever loses the battle, loses the war, doesn't get to write history in their favor. That's all.
Right.
It just so happens that he lost the war, but what if he won it? What if he could have been the next England and we're actually, who knows? The world, if he won and things went well, the world probably it could be different. And not to say it's in a bad way either. We just think that it's just it's bad because of all this atrocities that he's done.
Right.
But the heroes that's painted on the walls right now, people just don't speak about their atrocities. But you don't become a hero just off of good and bad things happen all the time, especially with disagreements,
Right.
There's going to be an eye loss somewhere in there.
Are you justifying the Hitler's moves there?
No, I'm not a proponent of this or that. I mean, if if people who understand me, they think, oh, you're sympathizing for Hitler. That's not the case. I'm just saying that we have to be careful of oneself.
Right.
We ourselves are probably doing moves that could be similar to him without even realizing it,
Right. If you were put under a microscope.
Yeah. Everybody's a piece of history as history was enacted, You've done some historical things, but you've also done some atrocities that could have been magnified, multiplied to the level of Hitler's movement, And when you're that deep into things, it's like hard to step down and say, hey guys, I was just kidding.
Right. Yeah. There's no turning back.
Right.
That's
People write all kinds of stuff about motorcyclists going crazy and this and that, but when you're caught in the heat of a chase, next thing you know, I'm at 120, 130. I'm like, oh man, that was quick. Police has pulled me over and they're like, oh, that was, ludicrous. That was, how could you do such thing? What if a kid jumped out in front of you? But it's like, your mind just doesn't really think right when you're in the heat of the moment sometimes, it's like a blur, a fog. So as we're designing our system day to day, we always think about that in the heat of battle, in the heat of engagement, there's going to be like a heavy blur, a heavy cloud. You're like, hey man, how could you miss that? Well, it's, you know, if everywhere you walk into, there's like a big old spike right at your eye level. You're gonna be bound to bump into it by accident, you know? Increase the chances. So our chances to reduce those sort of things, you know, trip hazards. I guess we can't be obsessed about OCD about it, otherwise you can't get anything done, you know, but just have to think, okay, how would it operate if you just have one eye open, one arm tied behind your back, you know, hobbling along on one leg? Can the system still function, you know? Yeah, have to forecast all these things ahead. I saw Gabe in the background. Oh, probably that was you. Now, these are some old videos.
Gabe.
Yeah, remember Gabe? I think.
Redneck Gabe.
I do remember Gabe.
There you go. Yeah, you're terrible. Yeah, we did a team iPad repair one time. Like, yeah, guys, all 5 of you guys go ahead and tag team that iPad.
We're in. Yeah, we're in.
Right now, I need to
Right now.
get some money together so I can get my girlfriend some truck parts. All right, Mr. Gabe. Oh, I'm gonna go sit in the steam room for about an hour.
I can't believe that lady one time, she was like, I said, oh, a telemarketer called.
I thought I was cool.
Is that me calling?
I think so.
It's a trusted number, huh? 244-266-193. It left a voicemail to us, so I'm calling back. Yeah, that was just 1.5 years ago. Hey, there he is. Yeah. All right. So let me take a few minutes to look at it. You said you got Ethereum or something?
It's just newer and better.
Uh-huh.
It goes Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Okay, let me put on a little mask too, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just I was grabbing a little bit of lunch earlier, so all right. So yeah, a little bit short on time, but I'll see what we can figure out. In like, did you want to grab a seat or anything like that? Yeah, you can grab
Do
it.
you have a computer put up on?
Oh, it's not working over here, huh?
Let me see if you can hook it up.
Yeah.
Did you say you mine XLM?
Oh no, no. I've considered it.
Right.
I was close to doing a lot of things.
Which one are you?
Hex, HEX.
True.
It's for all the people who lost money on scam coins, who lost money trading, leverage trading, options calls. It's for everybody who lost money, man.
Right.
It has outperformed every single asset in the world.
Gotcha.
I mean, since inception. It's 2 years old. So it's up 1,000,000% in 2 years.
I'll have to check them out.
Bitcoin took like 3.5 years at least to do 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And Ethereum also took 3 years, 2 years. So they did 1.5 years.
All right.
But they're actual graphs and charts. It's impossible to describe.
All right, Mr. Brand.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, boss.
It's taking some time to load. So these are some charts you can look at. So that's Ethereum since inception, and that's Hex since inception. So pretty much in the span of time that Bitcoin and Ethereum launched, it's not loading. I can't make the chart bigger. But you can see right here that these are probably the two best performing assets that like I personally missed was Ethereum and Bitcoin. So Ethereum is green and Bitcoin is blue, and Hex is pink right there. So Bitcoin is like 13, 14 years old. Hex is like, Ethereum's like 10 years old. Hex is 2 years old. And it's been outpacing both of those assets. And if you go to the Hex website, it's super cool.
Bitcoin is blue, you said?
Yeah. And then this is just some statistics. So the price is up 9,481x since inception. So this is, this is a really good visual here. This is the days since launch down here. And I found out about this around March when it was about 1 cent. And at its peak, up here it was like 50 cents. And now it's corrected down to 18 cents. I mean, nothing has outpaced this chart. No asset has outpaced this chart. Like this is right here on like day 100. Hex was like what 0.0001 cent. If I had found about it then you know, my $3,000 would have been like 30 million. Instead, it's like 30,000 right now. But it's just a matter of time. You can see that down here, it shows you the days since launch, and each one of these bars is just 100 days. So nothing has really grown faster than Hex. And once more people find out about it, it's going to be like viral. But what I've been doing is people who want to invest small amounts into Hex, it's kind of impractical. Because when you want to buy Hex, you have to buy Ethereum and convert it into Hex. And there's fees. There's a lot of fees associated with doing that. So if you wanted to buy like $100 worth of Hex, the fees would exceed $80 or $90. So you'd only get $10 worth of Hex. Yeah, and this was, so see, the fee right now, the gas fee, the Ethereum fee, is $260. So if you want to put in $500 and to buy Hex, you have to buy $500 worth of Ethereum and then swap it for Hex. So I have already bought a lot of Hex. So what I've been doing is I send it to people directly. And instead of paying like a $260 gas fee, you can pay like a $60 fee for me transferring it. So that's what I've been doing. But regardless from that, if people want to invest more than like just a couple $100 or a few $1,000, then like you can buy it directly from their website. You can just convert the Ethereum into Hex. But like Ethereum has like been a metric for a lot of people. Like if it's not going to outperform Ethereum, I'm just going to hold my Ethereum. But when you look at the Hex versus Ethereum, Hex has made holding Ethereum look like a bad decision. Because like look, this is day 400, right? I didn't get involved. Got involved around day 450, maybe late, almost 500. It was 1 cent on March 18th of 2021. So Ethereum was about $2,000, right? Today Ethereum's $2,000 because it crashed. Hex went from 1 cent to 50 cents, and then it crashed down to 20 cents. So if you had your money in Ethereum, you're right where you started. If you had your money in Hex, it multiplied by 20 after the crash. It multiplied by more up here. I thought I was set, man. I thought that I was like set when Hex was 50 cents. Because I thought it was going to keep running to $1. A lot of people thought Hex would be $1 by the end of 2021. And instead it was 22 cents. And we were still happy because most people bought it when it was under 5 or 10 cents.
I wonder about the people who thought that it was going to be $1.
I put 13 grand in at 40 cents. Trust me, those people exist. That's how these things work. Crypto is a fickle monster. Like, when you think it's going to run away, it slips on you. And when you think it's not going to do well, it runs away. That's why I like Hex, because almost all of my Hex is actually locked up. It's actually staked, earning interest. So when the price spikes or dips, it's of no meaning to me. Because when you zoom way out on these charts, then you see a whole different picture. Like, people don't even look at the charts right. So I'll show you right here, trading view, right? This is what everybody looks at all their assets on. When you actually look at trading view without the logarithmic function, you're looking at insanity. Like it makes no sense. Look, I'll show you. This is like the weekly chart, right? This is what Hex looks like on a poorly edited chart. Now look, I can change the whole story of Hex with one click. You put it on the log scale and look at Hex now. This will actually give you a picture of what it does. This is inception right here. Right here, this is March of 2021, right here. 1 cent, right? So crypto's volatile. It has dips, yes. But not all cryptos keep going up and to the right. Most of the Hex on the market is actually staked. So it can't be sold. It's locked up. That's why I'm very bullish on this project, and that's why the founder of it, Richard Hart, he was an early Bitcoin guy. He was an early Bitcoin miner. Hex is built on top of Ethereum. It's not like super revolutionary, other than the fact that it's just outperforming the other ones. You'll see in a few. I mean, it was on Yahoo Finance like a week or two ago. They just had a little snippet of it, but it's gonna go viral sooner or later. The people that I told about it back here, they're pretty happy with me. Pretty happy with me, but right now it's in a sense dip. It's correcting. It was at like 50 cents. And it corrected all the way down to one. I mean, I watch it every day. It hit 12 cents at the bottom, and now it went back up to 30 cents, and now it's back down to 18, 19 cents. Now I don't have a crystal ball, and I don't have any cash left either. All my money's in Hex, but I'm telling you, it's gonna tap 13, 15 cents again, and only greedy people will wait for that, because when it touches that, it doesn't like do it slowly. It does it quickly, and then it's gonna run away again. It's going to hit some kind of support in this area, and it's going to continue doing what it's been doing for the last forever. I mean, this is the best crypto out there. Like, I have lost money in a lot of things, and I have pretty much only made money in Hex. Because once you go through the hex.com website, like, there's way more than I can even talk about. Like, there's so many cool things about it, but the fact that it lets you earn interest on your Hex without counterparty risk is the reason it was invented. So most people who are into Bitcoin, they want just like everyone else, they want the best of both worlds, right? You know that Bitcoin is going to keep going up slowly. It's going to have crashes and stuff, right? But you also need to pay your bills. So most people want to earn interest on their Bitcoin. They want to lock their Bitcoins up and just be able to live off the interest. The problem with that is that you have to use a third-party exchange. You have to use someone like BlockFi or Coinbase to earn interest on your Bitcoin. And all those exchanges get hacked, or they lock you out of your money. Hex allows you to mint your own interest, because when you stake your Hex, you're burning the supply, and a smart contract is reminting you Hex every day. So they're getting rid of Bitcoin mining. Hex is essentially bypassing all of Bitcoin mining, because you need to generate hashes to solve blocks to mine Bitcoin. You don't have to do any of that for Hex. It's 100% eco-friendly. There's no electricity involved. It's just a smart contract. So like Ethereum lets you run smart contracts on its platform. So all Hex is a code. It's a smart contract code, where your money can either sit in Hex or it can be burned and you can earn interest. But anyways, it's changed my life.
Yeah.
It has really changed my life, and that's what I've just by getting people involved in Hex and stuff, like there's money in it, because right now it costs like $200-300 to buy some. So
Yeah.
you can save people money as well.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to show me this real quick. It's definitely brand new to me, and I ran out of time on this particular subject, but at least I've been introduced. And,
Honestly, I was going to ask if I could just put a little logo and a number, because it would be nice to be able to get leads and stuff, and I could give you a cut. I could just pay you Hex. That way you get invested.
Pay me in Hex, you said?
Yeah.
Like, how do you pay me in Hex?
All you need to do is download a wallet called MetaMask. It's a Google Chrome extension. See that right there? If you can click that to copy it. That's your public key. So if you send me that, then I can just...
How are you?
Here's a pick off my phone.
Okay, which model is it?
It's the Google 4A 5G.
Oh, you're
It's for Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
Chad's
Yeah, I left him a message earlier. Excuse me for a moment. Yep. Yeah, it's all ready to be picked up for your son's birthday.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, tell him I said happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I would budget about $200 for labor, and then we'd be able to get an idea of what the first cost would be, if that's what's needed. So I need to take a look at it just to get an idea of what may be needed for the device. Is that something you could bring by today?
There you go. So he has a case already.
We're open till about.
All right, and it's charging and all.
Yes, I'll go ahead and run some quick tests while you're here as well, so you and I can be on the same page on it.
Yeah, and what's your name, sir?
I see it's probably better over there.
Armando?
A lot of gadgets in here.
Oh, sure is. Yeah, I'm so glad that Chad gave us the opportunity to work on it. That way he can kind of see, what I meant when I said we do it a little bit differently here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's what kind of made him say, "Oh, I want to try you guys,"
Well, he always wants to go for kind of like a mom and pop, Oh.
Yeah.
So what was the problem then?
So when I looked at it, when I first, what was interesting was when it was that it wasn't cracked at the top, but I noticed like
Right.
little fractures on the bottom, and so sure enough, when we opened up it looked like there might be a little bit of a super glue adhesive that was right around this region, so it was causing the display to separate a little bit and causing it to, as he described, maybe flicker on and off.
I see.
And also the frame itself was the adhesive was a little bit irregular, so we went ahead and just replaced the frame as well, since he gave us the time to order some parts. I figure, hey, let's order.
That's awesome. You guys,
subframe.
what was it, overnighted?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, when he called to speak to us, I was like, just go ahead and have it ordered anyway, just in case you guys agree on, and I got the overnight on time.
Super.
Yeah, so here you go.
Let's see how long it'll last for this 11-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and hold it in your hand so you can check it out.
Uh-oh, what just happened there?
What had happened?
Oh, it was just like flickered.
Yeah. What are you, Filipino, or where are you from?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's good.
And I also want to recommend our liquid screen protector. So that one, we help you apply it on and also register for it. So in case something like this happens again, or in case there's an actual physical drop on it, yeah, sometimes it'll crack. I apologize. I'll be here shortly. Okay? Yeah. Sometimes it looks like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, like this one. They reimburse for up to $300 on the repair, the liquid screen protector. So yeah, it'll protect against. Like on this one, I feel
I
like
think he needs like a sturdy case or sturdier case than this one.
Yeah.
Because I think this is what is it, cosmetically?
Yeah.
Is this for cosmetic?
it's actually protective, and they don't the
Well, not
problem
the
with
screen
it.
itself.
Yeah. The problem with this phone is that it's very unique, so there's not that many covers out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't have one?
No, I looked back there and I was like, yeah, I actually don't have it, but I do have the liquid screen protector. So
No.
in case it drops again, we help you register for it too. So they'll reimburse for up to $300 for the next screen repair. So
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. I feel like I'm setting myself up for like a repair.
yeah.
No, you know what? I'll skip on that one.
Yeah,
but I
that
will
one's
get
good to go.
the.
The other one is good as well. It's just the glass.
That's a good point. Like the waterproof case.
Yeah.
The case over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like like the whole thing was like really sturdy, like the
Yeah.
military grade.
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
if you're able to get it, I recommend that. Oh, your baby's kicking, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how many kids you have?
2. This
Two.
is the third one.
Okay.
So this is for the first.
That's Chad, huh?
Yeah, and that's my other one.
1, 2. Whoa, and your 11-year-old is that's
Yeah.
that's 3 now.